Right then. I am now going to build this wall. I have no idea how much stone it's going to require. Probably more than I dare
Yeah,
to.
how much do you have?
Just 1.5 stacks.
Oh, okay. I don't even have a full one yet. So I'm sort of helping. I'm gonna put the bottom blocks in for all.
Yeah, we better organise ourselves because if we click the same spot at the same time, we'll probably end up losing the blocks. To be honest.
So have I told you about the machinima, right?
Yeah. I have to admit I'm a little bit behind. There's like things out there that everybody knows about except me.
So has anyone ever mentioned it to you besides me, or was I the first?
I've heard about it and seen whispers about it and everything, but I've not actually investigated or anything. But apparently they do a lot of videos about various things, let's plays, etc. It's not just that though, is it? It's all sorts of stuff.
Well, they have like a few different channels, and they basically do all gaming. And that's what it is. And I think it'd be great to see you on there. I think you put enough work into your videos that you could actually do it.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I've not actually been on there, so you know, I don't know. It might be worth having a look at. But I've just found a nice dark cave.
Oh, you're digging now? You ran out?
Yeah, I ran out ages ago.
Just something to look into, man, to keep you going, because I know you put a lot of work into it, so it'd be nice to benefit and help you get more subscribers and everything.
It's one of those things where kind of part of me wishes that I didn't, because every time I do a let's play I feel like I have to and should put the same amount of effort in. There's sometimes where I just want to record 15 minutes, not bother editing it and just post it up there, but there's part of me that's like no, I've started this way. I'm not gonna turn around and change what I'm doing, because people have subscribed to me because of the way I do things, what I do. So changing it's just gonna piss people off, really.
Yeah, you got your success from working hard. I kind of got my success from just uploading whatever I do.
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, your subscribers aren't necessarily going to be the same sort of people as mine. They're going to like different things, and that's the key. I mean, I've had quite a few people say, they send me private messages asking me, my advice for doing a let's play, my advice for this. And I'm saying, whatever you start out at, stick to it, because if people are subscribing and then saying, oh, you should start doing this and this, it's like, well, they've kind of subscribed to you for what you're already doing. If you start changing it, God knows how many subscribers you're actually going to piss off.
That's probably the best advice I've ever heard.
It sounds a bit kind of cruel, because your subscribers there, they're loyal, they've subscribed to you and you kind of should listen to them, but on the other hand it's difficult to know what they're going to like if you start doing something different. I mean, I've had a lot of mixed feedback from this texture pack. I mean, I'm running on my new texture pack now while I'm doing this, and
okay.
And I've had maybe one quarter of posts are about them not liking the texture pack, one quarter about them liking the texture pack, and the other half of people don't seem to have a comment about the texture pack one way or the other. But you kind of, well, I like the texture pack, not too many people dislike it, so I'm going to see if I can, instead of removing it or just grabbing a different one, can I listen to it? And a lot of the complaints were that it was just too dark, and luckily this particular one you can customize it with a lighter stone, and that's what I've done. So hopefully that should maybe please half of those quarter that don't like it. I don't know, but I mean, you get people saying they're going to unsubscribe if you don't go back to the default texture pack. I'm like, that's your choice. If you want to do that, then fine, but I'm not gonna,
We'll listen to a threat.
Well, that's the thing. The moment people start threatening things, even if it is a bit of a silly thing to threaten, you instantly kind of like, well, you know what? I'm kind of not going to listen to you individual intentionally, because if you unsubscribe, then I'm not going to suddenly look at my bank balance and see there's like 100 quid missing. I'm not going to wake up one day and find out that I'm missing both my little fingers. So it sounds a bit shit, but if you're going to threaten something silly, then don't expect me to respond positively. I'm not going to, oh, please don't unsubscribe.
Yeah, beg for them, back.
You know, but yeah, I mean, I like to listen, which is why I'm using this lighter stone, which I'm kind of like I'm mixed. I kind of sort of part of me likes the lighter stone, part of me kind of likes the darker one. But no, I'm all right with changing one little thing if that makes a few people be able to see what's going on. Because let's face it, there's no point doing a let's play if no one can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I didn't mind your I didn't mind it at all. The texture pack actually seemed like pretty fancy.
It's very nice. I mean, you know, I've had one person accuse me of selling out, and I'm kind of not sure how that works because I haven't got paid. It's free; anyone can download it, and I didn't get paid to use it. So, but it's got some really neat customization on it. You can choose practically any part of it to change. I mean, the only disadvantage I think with it is that it's got lots of painting replacements. You know, when you're doing your paintings on your walls, it can replace those, but there's no option to have the original artwork, which I actually quite like.
So you have to like make your own painting?
It's not that you have to make your own, but you have to pick from one of their sets, and there's about 4 different sets now, but none of them are similar to the original Minecraft artwork, which I actually quite like.
Yeah, I think they were great.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the zip file and I'm going to see if I can find the file that the artwork's attached to and put the original one in there. I mean, I've done a little bit of coding and mucking around like that, so it shouldn't be too difficult, I would have thought.
So I don't know if this is too personal of a question, but like, what do you do? Because you seem like you're fairly fond of computers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in IT. I do web development, stuff like that, servers, network administration, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Well, it's a small company, so you end up dipping your hand in a lot of different areas. So, and I've been there for quite a while, so I can, you know, understand a lot of different things. I mean, I remember having a blooming VIC-20. Whether you even know what a VIC-20 is, I don't know. But it was a very old kind of computer. And so I've been in computers for a long, long time.
Well, I mean, that explains a lot, because you seem to know a lot about what you're doing. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fairly good with them. I've been working with computers for like, I don't know, maybe 10 years, and but I'm nowhere near, like, I could never put up a dedicated server. Like, I mean, I'd have to do a lot of research to do that.
Well, it's surprisingly easy. I mean, a dedicated server, you just, you know, start, as long as you can afford the dedicated server. I mean, this one's not too bad. I mean, it's about 40 quid, 50 quid, something like that, which is maybe 60, 70 US dollars, something like that a month, which, you know, is quite a lot if you've not got a good job. Yeah. But once you've got it set up, it's just like a normal Windows computer. You just dial into it, and then you get the desktop, and you just run things like you would do on your home PC.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's absolutely simple. I mean, it's just a Windows machine. I mean, I've got my second monitor here, and I can actually see what my server desktop while I'm playing Minecraft.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And it's really struggling with the memory, but it's all right. It seems to be.
So, would it affect the server more because I'm so far away, or is that how it works? Doubtful.
I think all that's going to do is, whenever you do something or I do something, it's going to take a while for the other to see it. It's going to be a bit slower, but not that much. I mean, we're having a conversation pretty good real time, so I don't think the server's really going to care about the distance. Yeah.
So we did slightly mention Black Ops, but what are your like actual thoughts? Like, have you actually picked it up, or?
I haven't. No, I've played Call of Duty. Was it Call of Duty 2, or was it one of the named ones? I don't know which one it was.
Okay.
All I know is it had a level where you're like a sniper, and you there's a level where you got a fairground. It's like a big carousel. It's like a big wheel, you know, like a big wheel.
Yeah.
And I remember I was really stupid on it, and I stuck with the sniper rifle trying to defeat these hordes, and of course you get wasted. I nearly got them all, but I tried it a few times, and of course someone at work turns around and says, "Oh, you just pick up their weapons." It's like, oh yeah, yeah, that, because I was really having trouble using the sniper rifle on them. That's a really good idea. Why didn't I think of that? But I'd kind of moved on to other games at that point, so I'll probably go back and give it a shot. But yeah, I sort of moved on, and then I never really got into the Call of Duty stuff. Not really.
So, do you have any consoles, or do you just play on the computer?
The only console I've got's a Wii, and that's because it's just brilliant when you got a load of mates around. You can just, fire it up, get the Wiimotes, and just get absolutely knackered from the boxing simulators and stuff like that, which is absolutely brilliant. But as far as anything else, I'm one of those PC elite people, I'm kind of like, PC's best, look at the graphics, and all that. I've many a time I think consoles are great because they're simple, they're cheap, relatively speaking, compared to a decent gaming PC. And they're great because they're small, you can just chuck them next to your TV or whatever, and that's it, you can just put a disc in and go. No installing, they're more stable, they're just an easier experience. But if you've got the money and the time and the space to run a gaming PC, minus the odd exclusive titles, which the PC has exclusive titles too, you have actually got a better experience because the resolution and the graphics are better. I've had so many arguments with people saying that, their PlayStation 2 has got better graphics than the PC, and they're running it on a normal TV, not even HD, and I'm like, hang on a second. My monitor could probably display 4 different TV channels at the same resolution, let alone anything more. But yeah, consoles are great fun, and they're worth it if you can't spend 500 quid just on a graphics card, or that's probably a bit much, but gotta do it one day.
I think you're gonna have to finish it because every block I put down disappears.
So it must somehow know the difference between someone who's been made an op through the command line and someone who's an op because they're in the list.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they must.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean,
I don't know whether to start up a proper multiplayer and kind of leave it running. It wouldn't be this map, obviously, but
it depends. I mean, like, again, if you have if your server's running smoothly and everything, it's not a bad idea.
I mean, I'd need something a bit beefier than this thing. Although I've just upped the priority of Minecraft, so it's sort of now prioritising it, and it seems to have cleared up any of the issues I had. So
I do have to say though, this is like it's a pretty cool tower, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the whole design of it's pretty good.
It was one of those things I could have knocked up together. I wanted something to spawn in that was a little bit different. Not a traditional house, but nothing that's like crazy tower to the sky, because I was really tempted to build a tower right to the sky, a circular tower, and have stairs and stuff descending, and I thought, you know what, that's going to completely overshadow anything that gets built around it. This is kind of different, it's got a nice little blazing torch in the top of it, and yeah, it sounds good.
It's kind of like a temple kind of thing, just like...
I was thinking that, when I actually was finishing it and I'd put the last few bits to it, it did seem like something that you'd, do
prayer.
Yeah, exactly. If you were going on a pilgrimage or something, this is your destination, and you'd put your candles in the bottom, and you'd sit in the middle, and
Yeah, like a Buddhist temple or something.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Well,
alright, well, it's good playing with you, man.
Absolutely, no, it was good fun, and we actually did something. Unlike the useless free kill. I mean, he was just terrible. I mean, he's just so unconstructed. A distraction. I could have achieved great things. But,
all right, well, you know what? We should do this again sometime for sure.
Absolutely, no, it's definite. I will. I might even see if I can get a dual commentary with the Minecraft FTW boys, even if it is just running their maze and looking like a complete direction senseless idiot.
No, that would be good. I've actually messaged them to check out my videos, and I don't think they saw, but whatever. They're cool guys. I watch them.
Absolutely. I mean, they've created this weird sky trap, haven't they? But anyway, we're getting off topic. But I will leave you to your soon-to-be returning family, and well, until next time, we will